Hi.
Hi,
Good
Josh.
morning.
Hi, good morning, everyone. It seems like Stuart is not online. So today, there will only be you, Rohan, and Nikki. So there will be
Okay.
just two. So we'll have plenty of time. So just take
Yep.
it easy. So basically today, um, you are required to prepare for and conduct an interview with me, the client, because we're going to do a workplace simulation and we're going to do a role playing, and I will be the employee of the Bazaar Ceramics, and then you are required to gain further information about the business requirements for the website of Bazaar Ceramics. Before we start with interview, so I will go with Rohan first, and then after that with Nikki.
No problems.
Yep. And then before we start, do you have any question with regards to practicality or anything else?
No.
Okay, good.
No, not at the moment. No.
Excellent, excellent. So I'm going to start with you, Rohan.
Yeah,
So
sure.
yeah, I'll be an employee of Bazaar Ceramics, and then
Yep.
you will just lead the interview for me.
Certainly. I would be asking the questions that I forwarded to you. Is that right?
Sure. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Right. The first question is like I just want to find out the main features of the website that you're looking for. So the question would be, are you thinking of organizing everything on your website, such as view products, order products online, payments, online tracking, and also extend that to feedback as well?
Yes, I would like to automate everything. For example, I want to see that my clients can access my products, can see the products that I'm selling, and then they can pay online. Maybe if it's delivered, then they can track the delivery, and also they can keep
Yep,
feedback. Yep.
exactly. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Right, that's good enough. And also, will this the website once we build the website? Are you only focused on new customers, or are you looking to get engaged with the existing customers as well?
Both of the customers, the existing ones and the new customers.
Okay. And also, once we, I want to find out about the maintenance as well, the site maintenance once we build it. So, who will be looking after the website? Basically, update the products, promotions, online issues if you have like technicality with the website. So, if somebody's looking after, do you already have someone that's already arranged
Yeah.
for that?
At first, I will be the one who's maintaining the website. So I expect that you create the website, and then when you hand over to me, I should be able to actually to operate, updating everything. But maybe in about 3 or 6 months, I think that I will hand over the website to someone else. So I really hope that you create the management system, so it will be
Hmm.
easy for me because I'm not a technical person. I'm the owner of the Bazaar Ceramics, but I
Absolutely.
also have some other employees who may be able to do some technical part as well. So basically,
Understood.
I won't be able to do everything by myself. Okay.
All right. Yeah. 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 Thank you. Well, I got few more questions, but I just only focus on those main three ones.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's okay.
So,
It's better for you if you have a chance to ask your questions now. If you have more questions, that should be fine. It's your chance now.
okay.
Yeah.
There was another one I was looking for. So basically, this is for the existing customers and the customers that looking to like engage with your business. But
Yeah.
are you thinking of extending this to like an intranet, like for the customers and as also employees at the same time? Like a website also with the intranet as well, or just the customers only at the time being?
At the time being, it's only for customers. employees can access through the online. So let's say if they want to update something, they have to go online. So they do not have to go to local network or intranet. They just need to go to the internet and do the update and everything. So I do not need this to be implemented for intranet.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I had another one, but I lost it now. So, but
Okay.
I can come back to you.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, I would let Nikki go. I think.
Okay. Thank you, Rohan. Okay.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you. Okay, Nikki, it's your
Thank
turn
you.
now. Yeah.
Just before I kick off with my questions, I just wanted to ask a follow-up question on the site maintenance.
Yes.
You mentioned that you'll be taking over the website and then potentially handing it over to someone else in the future.
That's correct.
Does that mean that you'd be looking for some kind of training materials or training program to be part of the website implementation?
I really hope it's not going to be a training material as such that it's going to be a lot. So what I really hope you can get me is actually just one page or maximum 2 pages of manual or user manual. So let's say, okay, let's say if I want to hand over to someone else, I just have to give him or her this 1 page or 2 pages user manual. Then with a little bit of help from me, maybe the new person can start up in a very fast time.
Sure. So the key here is a really simple content management system that's pretty intuitive.
Yes, very, very simple. Yes, that's correct.
Great. Thank you. So I had a couple of questions. One of them was, what do you see as your top 3 measures of success for the new website?
Yes. For the website to be successful, number 1, I want the website to actually increase my sales. So if the website can increase my sales at least 50% of the current sales, then I will consider this website a success. That's just number 1. Yep. The second.
And when you're talking about increasing your sales, you're talking about the volume of sales or the actual the sales dollars?
At the end of the day, it should be the sales dollars. So let's say now I have a turnover $100,000 per month. Let's say with the website, I want at least to get $150,000 per month. So that will be a success. And then the second thing is, in the term of success, I want this to be my branding and also marketing and advertisement. So I want many visitors to come, because we have the online. So my target is at least I got 1,000 visitors a month, more or less. That will be if we got at least 1,000 visitors a month, or even 1,000 visitors a day, that will be better. But maybe I just being realistic, because we are new in the online. So let's say for the first 6 months, then if we get 1,000 visitors a month, that should be fine. Okay.
Right. And are you thinking about unique visitors or just total hits on the page?
The unique visitors. That's what I'm talking about. Yes. Yes.
Ambitious. I like it.
Yep. And then the third measure of success is actually if I can get the testimonials from the clients. So basically, they visit the website, they're happy with our service, with our delivery, with our response and everything. So they want, or they are willing to leave a testimonial. So it will be a word of mouth marketing. Yes.
So we'd be looking at building that testimonial page into the website structure then.
Yes, yes, and at least they can give they have an opportunity to leave the testimonial. If let's say if they have a follow up for an email of sending an email, if you want to leave after their purchase, they have a chance to click this one, and then they can leave the testimonials if they're happy, and then maybe a follow-up email asking whether you're happy or not. At least we get a feedback, so actually we can improve the website if there is something wrong, or otherwise we know how to improve the website.
Fantastic. And do you want to display those testimonials on the website as well? So you're gathering them on the website, but do you want to show them to other customers?
Yes, I would like to show the testimonials to our customers. But of course, if it's not positive feedback, it's a negative feedback, or more or less to do with improvement, I want the feedback is actually come to us first. So let's say someone is posting spam or something irrelevant, we can actually see whether it's not appropriate to be put on the website. So it's not automatically on the website when someone put in testimonials.
Absolutely. So screening it first and then approving it to be published.
Yes, that's correct.
Great. Thank you. One of the other key requirements that we've talked about in our early interviews is being able to showcase your upcoming exhibitions.
Yes.
Can you talk me through your vision for the page for this?
Yes. For the website, it's actually because we have regular exhibitions for the ceramics, so people can actually touch and see. That's one important part of our business. So during the exhibition, I want people to be able to actually see what's on the online. So with the online, they can actually browse and see which one is interested for them, and then which product they can expect to see in the exhibition, and then what are the new products and everything. So and then from the website they can see okay, the schedule of the exhibition, how they get to the exhibition, how they if it's we usually have two kind of exhibition, the free exhibitions, and the other one is the paid exhibitions. So if they need to pay for the exhibition, and how much they need to pay and how they pay for that and so on, with the payments and everything. But if it's free, they just have to register, and then they can be issued with an electronic ticket, and they can bring the ticket to the exhibition. That's it.
Fantastic. So we're looking at that full kind of event management module in there, where
Yes.
you can have the online registration and you can manage the ticketing as well.
Yes, but I want the online event management is to be as simple as possible. So it's actually not on the main thing of the website, because the website is basically showing the products and everything. But since we have regular exhibitions, I want this to be maybe on the not the first priority or the focus of the website, but mostly like, okay, people say, okay, there will be an exhibition coming up, and then what's all about and everything. So that's what I want.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Yep.
And then the last thing that I wanted to run through before we finish up today is that you'd mentioned that your account customers in particular are really keen for you to get a website up and running. Have you gathered any formal feedback from them to understand what they're keen to see or what they'd like to be able to do on the website?
No, I haven't got any formal feedback from my customers. So I'm actually expecting you to actually get some feedbacks for my customers, so you can get more understanding of how to build the website.
Fabulous. So would you be open to the idea of us doing that perhaps via an online customer survey?
The problem is with the online customer survey, not all of our customers are already online. So,
Okay.
so because most of our customers are either if they are the young or the students, then they are online. But for the 50 years old above, which is actually most of our old clients, they do not have access to the internet yet, so they are not really very good with the internet. So if you do the online survey, I'm afraid that it will not cover the whole range of our users, but actually some significant amount of our users are from the elderly people. So yeah, so that's my concern if you do the online customer survey only. So I really hope that you can get the survey maybe some other ways beside the online customer survey.
That's really great feedback. Given your experience with these key customers, what do you think they'd respond to best? Would it be a paper-based survey or perhaps a telephone call?
Yes, from my experience, telephone call will be the easiest, because you will get the feedback right away, and then that will be the easiest. But I think from our point of view, we do not have time. That's why we haven't done this customer survey by phone, because we don't have enough employee to do this survey actually. That's why we actually expect, if you build the website, if you could actually gather this information from our customer, that will be great.
Sure. Now, you would have a pretty broad customer base. Do you have any ideas about which of those customers might be good ones to have a conversation with about their expectations?
Yeah, I think if you want to do the phone interview, will be better for the senior or elderly customers, and if you want to do the online, I think maybe it's better if there are students or art students or whoever, you know, very young people. You can, I think it's fine for you to do email or online survey.
Sure. How many account customers do you have? So if we were trying to get some
Yes.
opinions across that breadth.
Yes, we have about 100 account customers at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you think that we could get a pretty good representation if we tackled a focus group within those 100 customers?
Yes, that should be good. That should be good. Yeah.
So perhaps I could touch base with, say, your marketing manager, and we could come up with the list of some of the key clients that we'd like to get the feedback from.
Sure, you can do that as well. Yes.
Great. Fantastic. Well, those were the key questions that I had. Is there anything else that you feel that we've missed today that you'd like us to chat about?
I think it should cover most of this. And then thank you very much for you, Rohan. Rohan, do you still have any question left, or are you good?
There was one actually,
Yes,
a very
yes, please,
simple
Rohan.
one though. Do you like how quickly are you looking to build up this one? How quickly you were looking to open the website?
Yes, actually, I expect to get the prototype within a month or two. Mostly, maybe a month just for the prototype. And then after the prototype, then it can take about 3 to 6 months to actually to finish it. So that's my expectation. Yes.
Yeah, sure.
So thank you very much for Rohan and Nikki, who you have been online today. You have done a very good thing. My comment for you is you have to understand with the interview questions, you have the open questions, you have the closed question. But the most important is you know what you want to do. Let's say you have reviewed the Bahasa Ceramics information via the course website, and then from those you have some questions in your mind, but basically you have to prepare about the user requirements, you have to prepare about the customers availability and everything. So I'm very glad that with this response that you, let's say the customer, me as because we are doing a workplace simulation, as the customer asked that okay, can you be online on the 18th of September, then you're available and everything, and then you provide the time and everything. And then the other thing about my comment is that please give some options at the end about contacting the person that you interview. Let's say okay, you open, okay, if we have some more question, how do we contact you? Are you happy for us to contact you again by email or by phone, or whichever means that you think is appropriate? So that would be the follow-up from the interview, because I believe even if you do not cover all the questions that you have in this interview, you will have another chance. And then let's say you ask the person what would be the best way to reach you, and do you have any preference for another interview, or are you happy for us to actually produce something and show it to you and get your feedback and something like that. So basically this first interview is actually just the beginning of the whole series of a lot of works that you need to do. So that will be my feedback. But Rohan and Nikki, you have prepared quite good questions, and I'm happy with your questions, and also the interview, especially with you, Nikki. I can see that you have a lot of experience in communication and asking questions and everything. So I'm quite pleased. Now we still have time. If you have any question at all related to the course and everything, just ask me, because we still have time now. Do you have any question, Rohan?
Not at the moment.
No.
I'm just trying to think, but yeah, if something comes up, definitely. But I'm pretty good at the moment.
Yep.
There's few, yeah. I'm just settling in, so it's just too overwhelming for me. Just
That's okay.
Just the beginning.
Have you got the material? What do you think about the material on the website? Is it enough, or is not enough, or you need more?
Personally, yeah, I think it's enough. But I'm actually I got few books regarding website as well. I'm still trying to get hold of the very first book we were talking about.
Yeah.
And the material is so far, I think it's okay because we're just in the beginning of the course. So I
Yes.
think we might need a little bit more when it's getting a bit complicated and when it's get a bit complex.
Yep.
But for the time being, I feel that's enough for me
Yep.
just to start though.
Okay, that's very good. That's very good, Rohan. How about you, Nikki?
In terms of the course
Yes.
or in terms of the questions?
In terms of both of them, you can ask me both of them.
Okay. I do have one quick question about the course, which I've posted up in the forum. So if you'd rather tackle it there than here, I can wait if you like.
Yeah.
It's just about the next steps in the portfolio and the project.
Yeah.
So with the Part A of the Business and User Requirements Report, in there's a template to do with workshop questions.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if we just go off and do those individually, or if that's going to be done the same way as the interview questions, where we all post them up and we try not to duplicate and that kind of thing.
No, okay. With regards to the workshop, because after this interview, you will make an analysis, because basically the idea is that you got this interview and then there will be more interviews because everyone cannot be present today.
Yes.
And then once I uploaded all the materials, interview sessions to the YouTube, this will be a group. So this will be the material for you to do your analysis. So basically,
Right.
but you have to do it individually. Number one, you have to
Sure.
do it individually. And then secondly, if you want to get a feedback, you can get a feedback from your friends, or you can post it over there. Then you can get a feedback from the others as well. That's what I'm thinking. So, but basically you have to do everything individually. Even the questionnaire and everything is supposed to be individually. Even if you have a duplication, that's fine, as long as I can see that it's not plagiarism. Or let's say
Yes.
I'll give you an example. Rohan posted and suddenly you have the same thing after Rohan, then it will be considered plagiarism. But if there's only one or two, because we are using the same materials, so I
Yes.
understand if there is some overlapping and everything, that should be fine.
Yeah.
As long as not.
No, that's
Yeah.
great. It's just that I saw that on the delivery assessment plan that we're supposed to get that Part A finished up at the end of next week.
Yes.
So I wanted to get going on the questionnaire and
Yes.
the workshop stuff, but I didn't want to do it if we were going to need to do something differently later. So that's good.
Yep.
I can just start doing that.
Yep. Yep.
With the course, as you know, Josh, and as
Yep.
you gave me a heads up about, there's an awful lot of stuff for me to get through. And I really underestimated how much my, lack of experience in this space was going to impact me.
Yep.
So I'm finding that it's taking me longer than the kind of recommended times to get through, because I work through the materials and then I'm Googling for extra information. For the web environments module, it's okay, but particularly with the database integration and the dynamic websites,
Yes.
because I've just never done anything in that space,
Yep.
I'm having to read and learn a lot before I can start to look at the assessment things.
Yes.
So, look, I don't think it's as much about the materials as it is about my very low skill set and just trying to get that up pretty quickly.
Yeah, I think it's about the time. I think you can do everything, but you don't have the time. You only have 24 hours a day. You need to sleep, you need to eat, and everything. I'm very confident if you actually do only one or two per study period, you should be fine. Even if you start from that one, that's why I say the easiest it should be number 1, and then 2, and then 3, and then 4. So number 4 is actually the wrap up. Number 3 is actually like a stepping stone. If you want to say that stepping stone, then you master everything, and then number 4 is like a review. So number 4 is supposed to be easy if you do number 1, number 2, number 3 quite well. But number 1 and number 2 is basically just the introduction, and then getting hold your hands slowly and get you into the mood and everything.
Yeah.
So yeah. So that's correct. You have a very good observation. But it's really up to you, Nikki. If you have the time, that should be fine. But otherwise, then you may want to speak to OUA and ask, okay, like what you said to me now, and then
Yeah.
you want to decide to withdraw. I'm not sure, is the census date already passed or?
Yeah, that was yesterday. Yep.
Okay, but I mean, if you really want to withdraw everything, I think, I mean, if it was yesterday, I mean, I can give a reference, or that you, if you would still want to, but I mean, it's really up to you. It's really up to you, Nikki. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you. The thing that I'm trying to work through at the moment is I did take a look at OUA to see if I wanted to extend it out, how that would work.
Yeah.
And it doesn't look like they're offering the later units in the first half of next year. So if I push it out, I'll have to push it out until the second half of next year.
Are you sure? Because they change on regular basis. For example, the client requirements. It's expected to be out next semester, but I'm not sure about the other courses. But it may change on regular basis. So my suggestion is for you to ask the very firm questions with them when, because the information on the website sometimes not updated, because usually they always have the time, but just ask them whether, because it has something to do with your study plan, just make sure that they have the time right for you. So that's the best. Don't just rely on the website, because it's sometimes not updated,
Yeah, I'll have a chat with them, but what they were saying was that, for example, if I wanted to do some units in study period 1 next year, the only things that would be available would be web environments and complex style sheets. So.
Oh, really? How about the other one, the database and everything?
Yeah, so those ones are only available in study periods 3 and 4 next year.
Okay, I'm not very sure about that. They have they said that?
Yeah, that's what they told me.
Okay, let me just confirm that, because I'm not sure that's the way it works. But let me just confirm that. I'm not very sure, because the OUA and the Polytechnic West actually we work together. But maybe just want to make sure from the side of the Polytechnic West is what actually on over there. I mean, the situation, I'm not really sure. But let me just get back to you about this, and then give you some information what kind of online course. So basically, you are now taking the diploma website. So let's say you take this 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's say you take a 1 and 2, and then you expect to take 3, 4 next semester. Next study period, right? So study period 3 and 4. Sorry, 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
So did they say that the courses wouldn't be available in study period 4?
3 and 4 are available in study 4, but then when I want to do 5 and 6, they're not available until study period 3 next year.
Okay, I'll just make sure. I'll just make sure about this. So let's say if you take 1, 2 this study period, and then 3, 4 next study period, and then 5, 6 supposed to be, because it's supposed to be naturally like that. So
yeah, that's right.
I believe from my point of view, I believe that should be that. If it's not, I can propose that, but I'll just work it out, and then I'll get some information how things going, because I really do not know how they plan for the next year yet. But I'll just make sure that if you do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you can do 5, 6 in study period 1, that should be naturally like that. But I'll just make sure, and I'll get back to you, Nikki.
That'd be great. Thank you so much, Josh.
Yeah, sure. Is there anything else?
I don't think so. Thank you.
So you have posted on. I have answered your question from your posting with regards to that one, right? So I do not have to reply. Should I?
No, thank you.
And then you got everything. Okay, that's good. So I think if there is no more question, that should be the wrap. So actually, I'm just going to wrap a little bit about the interview questions. Okay, so these interview questions is actually will be part of your portfolio. So if you make your portfolio, please refer to the YouTube session. So even though it's not your exact interview, let's say there will be some other interview sessions, please refer those links as well. So not just this session, but the other upcoming sessions that I will have with the other students. So you can just
Sure.
link that into your, because this will be a group material, so you will have to analyze everything. Maybe there'll be 2 or 3 more interview sessions depending on the students. So just link that, and then if you have any questions or anything, please feel free to contact me. So as usual, but my commitment is 5 business or 5 working days to reply to you. So please don't be anxious if I do not reply within a day or 2, because I'm also doing something else. Please just keep doing what you're doing if you haven't got any reply. If it's urgent, just let me know. If it's urgent, if there's urgent, just let me know. Then I'll attend to that immediately. All right. Otherwise, it will be 5 business days or 5 working days. All right. Any other question?
Excuse me.
Just
may I
one.
have your attention?
When can we expect the other interviews to be up for us to analyse? Will it be this week or?
There will be some interview coming in today. So I'm going to try to upload this to the YouTube as soon as possible. But of course, with uploading, it will take time. As last time is 2 gigabytes, so it will take some time for doing the upload, and then but it will be up as soon as possible. So you can expect within a few days. I'll try to upload this. Today is Wednesday, so I'll try. If you check again back in the weekend, at least in the weekend, I really hope that all the videos have been uploaded. Of course, there will be some late one. I think there will be another one on 2nd of October, but you do not have to refer to that because you have something due next within 5 working days, so that should be fine. So you only basically have 2-3 days to analyze the interview sessions. All right.
Okay. Great.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you
very much for your participation, Rohan and Nikki. Have a good day.
No problem. Thanks,
Bye.
Josh. See ya.
Thanks. See ya.
Yeah.